Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bob Peverly Field, home of the Edgerton Bulldogs. Today, they're welcoming in the visiting Swanton Bulldogs for a non-conference matchup here late in the season. Lovely day for baseball as long as the rain holds off for the rest of the night. Not much wind to speak of. If it is blowing, it's from right to left. Right around 60 degrees, so pretty good night for baseball here on a Friday. A quick look at these two teams and how they match up. Edgerton comes in at 10-6 overall. They finished 4-3 in the GMC in fifth place. They're coming off the heels of a 4-in-a-row win streak. They're batting .330 as a team and have a staff ERA of 3.22. Swanton, on the other hand, 12-7 overall, 3-4 in their conference, the NWAL. They finished in sixth place. Swanton started the year 8-1 and have fallen down to 12-7. So maybe one team hot, one not so much in this matchup. They bat .278 as a team, and their pitching staff has a .223 ERA. A season ago, Swanton did defeat Edgerton 7-5. A look at our starting lineups. First, for the Edgerton Bulldogs, it'll be Maddox Baker leading off and playing shortstop. Parker Eldon, the second baseman, bats second. Kellen Sanchez on the mound today will bat third, followed by the cleanup man Noah Weaver, the first baseman. Jackson Flower bats fifth and will do the catching. Miles Baker, the third baseman, bats sixth. Bryce Schrader will be the DH in the seventh spot, batting for the right fielder Carter Gibson. Brady Everett plays left field, and I've got that switched around. Bryce Schrader will be the DH for Mason Eldon in center field. Brady Everett's out in left will bat eighth, and Carter Gibson will bat and play right field. For the visiting Swanton Bulldogs, Luke Marlowe leads off and plays short, followed by Brady O'Shea at second. Carson Lemons does the pitching and bats third, followed by Carson Bond in the cleanup spot, playing third base. Owen Hurst, the left fielder, will follow him, and Brendan Upham will be the first baseman, batting sixth. Drew LaPointe will do the catching and bat seventh. And rounding out the lineup, Drew Coder in the eighth spot will play right field, and Cole Epley will DH for Dennis Robinson, the center fielder. Got some pitching stats coming your way for this matchup. Kellen Sanchez on the bump for the Bulldogs, been the number one guy so far this year. 23 2/3 innings pitched. He has 6 appearances and owns a 4-1 record. He's given up 22 hits, 13 earned runs, walked 11, struck out 30. His ERA sits at 3.85. On the opposite side, Carson Lemons is the pitcher for the Swanton Bulldogs. He has 21 innings pitched, only a 1-0 record in 6 appearances. But these numbers may blow you away. In 21 innings, he's given up only 11 hits and 2 earned runs, walked 12, and struck out 23. His ERA, a 0.67. So definitely some high-class numbers for the Swanton pitcher. See if he gives trouble to any of these Bulldog hitters today for Edgerton. But that sums up these two teams, what you have to look forward to in this Bulldog-on-Bulldog matchup here tonight. We'll look ahead at the schedule for next week quickly. Tomorrow, a doubleheader in Evergreen for Edgerton. And then Monday, back at home, that'll be senior night here at Bob Peverly Field. We'll be broadcasting that game. We'd love if you would join us as the Wauseon Indians come to town. Tuesday, the Bulldogs travel to Parkview Field, if I understand that, to face the Bryan Golden Bears. And Thursday, we'll round out the regular season at Continental. So today and Monday are our only remaining broadcast games for the year. I just want to take the chance to thank everyone for their continued support so far this year. And we'd love to have you back on Monday for that special game, a senior night for this very senior-heavy team, and to honor all those players and their contributions to the program. So it appears Swanton has taken the field. They will get a chance to warm up here. We'll step aside for a few minutes, and we'll be back just in time for the national anthem. We're back here at Bob Peverly Field, just moments away from the first pitch as the coaches and umpires conference at the plate. Coach and umpires still waiting on Swanton. Should be a good one here today. A 10-6 Edgerton team has won 4 in a row. They welcome in Swanton 12-7 overall. Should be a good pitching matchup for sure. These two starters, impressive numbers this year. So we just cross our fingers the rain holds off, and we should have a good night of baseball ahead of us. As we near kind of the end of the regular season. A doubleheader tomorrow, a pair of games next week are all that's left on the regular season schedule for the Edgerton Bulldogs. The tournament draw this Sunday, they figure out who they'll be playing and when. That game, even if it is here at home, will not be streamed due to the OHSAA regulations on streaming tournament games. So we just have one stream left. Hard to believe. Feels like we just started the season last week. One more senior night on Monday, 5:15. First pitch. We'll be here a little bit before that to catch all of the senior night festivities. It's like we're making repairs to the net down here in front of us. But a lot of seniors. I don't know how many on the roster, but at least 10. Let's see if I have a roster here. So they will all be honored prior to the game on Monday against the Wauseon Indians. It'll be Tucker Curl, Maddox Baker, Parker Eldon, Brady Everetts, Jackson Flower, Carter Gibson, Jacob Steffes, Noah Weaver, Corbin Wilson, and Bryce Schrader, all seniors this year. Exactly 10 of them. So they're hoping they play deep into the tournament here this year. We do have the cross-district matchups, but see how that goes. As the coaches head back to their respective dugouts, teams head out, and we will step away for the national anthem.
On behalf of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Edgerton High School Board of Education and Administration, we'd like to welcome you to Bob Peverly Field, where it is a breezy 60 degrees. Tonight's matchup is between the Swanton Bulldogs and your Edgerton Bulldogs. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we live in the greatest country in the world with freedoms like no other. To honor America, in respect for all who have served our country to defend the freedoms we enjoy daily, please rise. Direct your attention to the flag for the playing of our national anthem.
Looks like we're all set and ready to play as the Bulldogs will be taking the field. Again, this is a 12-7 Swanton team, but you got to remember they play in the NWOAL. They're going up against much larger schools on a regular basis.
Taking the field for the Bulldogs. In right field, number 11, Carter Gibson. In center field, number 12, Mason Elvin. In left field, number 7, Brady Everett. Shortstop tonight, number 4, Maddox Baker. Third base, number 21, Miles Baker. Second base, number 5, Parker Eldon. At first base, number 25, Noah Weaver. Catcher tonight, number 10, Jackson Flower. And taking the mound for the Bulldogs is right-handed junior, number 8, Kellen Sanchez.
There, a recap of your starting lineup for the Bulldogs. Kellen Sanchez back on the mound to face this Swanton team, who is batting .278 as a club. Just when I was, doing the research for this game, looking up Swanton, couldn't help but notice they started 8-1 on the year and now sit at 12-7. So something headed in the wrong direction for them. Sure, they're trying to right the ship before they head to their tournament as well. As we said before the game, Kellen Sanchez, 4-1 record so far this year on the mound. In his 6 appearances, he's struck out 30, walked 11, a .385 ERA. Looks like we're all set to play here to be Luke Marlowe leading off the shortstop for Swanton. Can't help but notice the interesting uniform choice. It's almost like he's wearing shorts. It's different. I don't think I've seen that. Sanchez, first pitch. Yes, he did. Good start on top there, 0-1 by Sanchez. Works quickly from the windup, delivers that one just a little low. It'll go to 1-1. Edgerton's wins and losses have kind of come in streaks this year. On a 4-game win streak, as that one driven left side foul. Seems like they have gone in stretches of 3 or 4 games multiple times this year. Hopefully they're peaking at the right time here toward the end of the year. 1-2 on its way to Marlowe, and he fouls that one away on the check swing. There's some kind of cool Swanton does. Looks like they have some kind of stickers on their helmet. Those must signify achievements. Are they bones? The 1-2, Sanchez fires outside. Good hold there. Could not get Marlowe to chase. Sanchez, more than anyone, the walk to strikeout ratio jumps off the page, a 3-1. Best on the team. He delivers 2-2. Crack of the bat, lines that one into left for Brady Everett. It'll be a leadoff single after a good leadoff at bat by Luke Marlowe.
Next to bat, number 2, Brady O'Shea.
So it'll be Brady O'Shea, the second baseman. His helmet not quite as decorated as Marlowe's. I think these guys might be seniors. All those stickers. So he'll get the sign from the third base coach, Miles Baker, the third baseman, plays in on the grass at third, expecting bunt. Not a huge lead at first by Marlowe. Sanchez deals. That one laid down, going to roll foul. Sanchez, good job to hustle over and get at it. Had a chance, just did not roll the way O'Shea wanted it to. Was down the right side line. Usually you'd try to take that one. Not hit it so hard. That one rolled quite a ways. So it'll be 0-1. Marlowe the lead at first. Throw over by Sanchez, a good one, but not in time. Not sure we've seen a successful pickoff here at home this season by either team. As O'Shea wants time, he'll step out. Get the sign again from the third base coach. Baker still in on the grass at third. Everybody expects a bunt here. 0-1 from Sanchez. That one laid down right up the middle, back to Sanchez. He'll gather and fire to first to record the first out, but a successful sacrifice bunt moves Marlowe into scoring position. So able to do his job was Brady O'Shea. Carson Lemons, the pitcher, now digging in. 1 out, runner at second. That one runs inside, bounces off of Flowers' glove, but no advance from the runner. Swanton very active in the signs from the third base coach. Nobody in expecting a bunt here. Well, that'd be the perfect time to lay it down. As Flower, good job to block that one in the dirt. Certainly stopped a stolen base. You can help but notice how far out of the batter's box Lemons stands. As he drives that one deep left field, that one is back off the fence. Brady Everett's there to collect it. The runner is around third. He'll score with ease. It'll be a 1 RBI double for Carson Lemons.
Next at bat, number 14, Carson Bond.
So that will make it the first score of the game. On 2 hits, Swanton leads 1-0. As Lemons and O'Shea and Marlowe, not O'Shea, trade places. They'll bring up Carson Bond, the third baseman. As that breaking ball runs inside, ball 1. That was quite a shot. A windy day that might have pushed that ball out, but off the fence. As Sanchez misses outside. Very cloudy day. As that one ripped into left field. That's going to get down and fair. Brady Everett's the throw. No, they're going to hold the runner. That was a good break by Brady Everett's to get there quickly. And definitely saved a run as he fielded that one on the hop, got it quickly into Miles Baker at third. They would have had the runner, no doubt, if he chose to go home. But it'd be runners on the corners here with 1 away. Owen Hurst, the left fielder, up for his first plate appearance of the afternoon. Baker in on the grass at third. Everyone else straight up as that one in there called strike 1. Swanton very active on the signs from the third base coach. Could we see a delayed steal here? As the runner goes, they'll throw, and that cut off by Baker at short. So a little defensive indifference allows Carson Bond to head down to third. Could not get Lemons to bite over at third. So Owen Hurst with a 1-1 count. That one rides inside, 2-1. Now, Noah Weaver and Miles Baker pulled in at the corners. Missed outside. Good job, Jackson Flower. Hats off to him this season. He has done a great job of containing wild pitches and not allowing hardly any runs to score on pass balls. Sanchez working from the line. 3-1 to Hurst. That one popped up foul. So it'll be a full count. Big moment early in this one. Swanton already a one-run lead. They're knocking on the door. Runners at second and third. Owen Hurst has worked a full count. Kellen Sanchez, payoff pitch on its way. Called strike 3. Good breaking ball there by Kellen Sanchez to record his first strikeout of the afternoon.
Next at bat number 13,
Brendan Upham. Now, the first baseman, it'll be a lefty for the first time today to face Sanchez. 2 away as he drills that one down the right sideline foul. He was all over that one, just a little bit ahead. Bond, absolutely massive lead on second base. He's halfway to third. As breaking ball called strike. 0-2 now on Upham. No doubt if Upham puts this one in play, gets a hit, it's scoring 2 runs, as big as lead as Bond has. That one skipped in the dirt, 1-2. Sanchez delivers. Driven into right field. That's going back. Carter Gibson sliding, makes the catch. Good play out there by Carter Gibson to retire the side. Swanton strands 2, but they score 1. They lead it after 1. We head to the bottom of the first.
CertaPro Painters is a proud supporter of Edgerton Athletics. From residential, commercial, or agricultural painting, CertaPro has you covered. From that tall ceiling to kitchen cabinets or steel buildings, CertaPro Painters know how to get the job done. They paint all types of siding from aluminum, wood, vinyl, hardy, and more. Call them at 260-494-1412 or go to CertaPro.com to schedule today. Calling CertaPro is never a swing and a miss. Good luck to all the athletes in today's game.
Maddox Baker due up here in the bottom of the first for the Edgerton Bulldogs. We've gone over Carson Lemon's numbers for Swanton so far, but they're good enough to go over again. 21 innings pitched this year, a 1-0 record. He's struck out 23, walked 12, owns a 0.67 ERA in 21 innings. So very impressive numbers. He'll face Maddox Baker, a .333 hitter from the left side this year, as he watches one in there called strike 1. Got to say the outfield for Swanton playing what appears to be shallow, as that one's ripped in between second and first for a leadoff single for Maddox Baker.
Next at bat for the Bulldogs, number 5, Parker Eldon.
So the second pitch there, Baker jumped all over, and he's aboard. See if the Bulldogs choose to play small ball here, as we saw Swanton do. Parker Eldon, the batter. Seen him lay down a couple good bunts, as that one called strike one. No attempt there. Couple times Eldon has laid them down pretty well, advanced the runners, as Baker, big lead at first. Throw over, not in time. Eldon, a .296 hitter so far this year. As he lays that one down and off the end of the bat and foul. So not able to convert there on the bunt. It'll be 0-2 now on Eldon. He'll be swinging away. Lemons comes set, deals outside off the end of the glove of LaPointe. So not a successful bunt, but Maddox Baker ends up at second anyway. So golden opportunity, nobody out, runner at second for Edgerton. The 1-2 to Parker Eldon. Called strike three. So Eldon goes down looking, brings up Kellen Sanchez.
Number 8, Kellen Sanchez.
So it'll be a one away runner at second now. That one outside for ball one. Sanchez is in this best part of the lineup average-wise. He kind of kicks things off with a .347. As check swing, doesn't matter, called strike. Starting to get a few raindrops here. If anything gets too heavy, we'll pull the camera back inside, but so far, not too bad. As that's called strike. So quickly now to 1-2 on Sanchez. Baker, decent lead out at second. Lemons fires just high. Count evens at 2-2. Missed outside there. So now the count full on Kellen Sanchez with one away. I got to say, the outfield for Swanton playing in pretty far as that misses outside. So it'll be a walk. Good at bat there to climb all the way back by Kellen Sanchez.
Number 25, Noah Weaver.
So that'll bring up Noah Weaver now, .420 average this year. He owns 1 of 2 home runs for the Bulldogs this year. He'll bat with 1 out runners at first and second. Missed outside. Lemons seeming to struggle with command a little bit here after the leadoff hit by Maddox Baker. That one missed outside too. Missing consistently outside. Lemons will hope to make some kind of adjustment. This a close game between these two teams last year. Swanton came out on top 7-5. As Lemons misses again outside, seems pretty frustrated with himself as he finds himself behind 3-0 on Noah Weaver. as it'll be a 4-pitch walk to load the bases now.
Next at bat for the Bulldogs, number 10, Jackson Lauer.
So the Swanton coach will call time, pull all of his infielders in for a quick discussion. He wants to talk to his pitcher, Carson Lemons. We take a second to thank our sponsors for this year, CertaPro Painters of Fort Wayne, Outlaw Armory and Ammo, Bruce Ivan with the Fultz Insurance Agency, Carpet Unlimited of Blakesley and Defiance, Ivan Contracting, and Siebenoller Construction. So everybody will head back. Jackson Flower headed to the plate, as he has a golden opportunity in front of him, bases loaded with just one away. So if he's able to put this one even in play, should come away with an RBI. As that one way inside, ball one. 17 hits for Flower so far this year, 10 RBIs. Struck out 6 times and walked 7. As now he is ahead 2-0. Is that able to find the strike zone? 2-1. As that one sky high right field sends Coder back. He'll make the grab. Baker headed to the plate. Not going to be a throw. So it'll be an RBI sac fly for Jackson Flower, as this game's now tied at 1. So this brings up the best hitter on the team statistically in Miles Baker, 465, leads the way as a freshman. Very impressive. So Sanchez was able to advance to third, as that one called strike 1. So be it runners at the corners with 2 away. Edgerton able to scratch one across, even things back up. They'd love to have another. That one way outside, gets away from the catcher. Sanchez breaking home, and no play there. So the wild pitch allows Sanchez to score. It's 2-1, and that takes Noah Weaver out to second. So to this point this year, Carson Lemons had given up 2 earned runs in 21 innings. Here in 2/3 of an inning, has given up an equal amount of earned runs. So how quickly it can turn. As that one sky high center field sends Robinson back, camped out under it. He grabs it for the 3rd out of the inning. Bulldogs score 2 there. They lead. We head to the 2nd inning.
Today's game is sponsored by Outlaw Armory and Ammo. Stop by Outlaw Armory and Ammo today, the area's only full-service gun store with guns, safes, silencers, ammo, and more. Give them a call at 567-808-5001 or stop by at 154 North Michigan Avenue in Edgerton, Ohio.
We're back for the top of the second inning. Bulldogs. Guess I should clarify which Bulldogs.
Next at bat, number 5.
Edgerton Bulldogs lead it 2-1. It'll be Drew LaPointe, the catcher for the Swanton Bulldogs, up first. That one driven right field. Carter Gibson to his right. He's under it and will make the grab. One pitch, one out for Sanchez.
Next at bat, number 6. Drew Coder.
So that brings up Drew Coder, the right fielder, another lefty. So it'll be a left on right matchup. He'll be the second lefty in this Swanton lineup. As he watches one in there called strike one. That one fouled up, back out of play. So we mentioned earlier the tournament draw on Sunday. This is the last, well, I guess there's 2 games tomorrow. Be the last opportunities for Edgerton to build their resume. As that breaking ball misses outside, it'll be 1-2 now. Got to think they have a decent chance of being a pretty high seed in the district, as that breaking ball spoiled by Coder out of play. Ten and 6, and a lot of their losses this year, I don't know how many exactly, have come to teams in higher divisions. As that one misses poorly and gets behind Flower. So it'll be 2-2. So Drew Coder with one away, 2-2, on its way from Sanchez. Swing and miss, struck him out. Second strikeout of the day for Sanchez.
Next at bat, number 11. Cole Epley.
So now the 9-hitter and the DH, Cole Epley, digs in for Swanton. That one rides a little high, 1-0. Swing and miss there. Good pitch by Sanchez. Even things, a ball and a strike apiece. As that one a little outside, 2-1 now. Sanchez fires inside, 3-1. Decent crowd on hand despite the few sprinkles and no sun today. Could be much, much colder. 3-1 from Sanchez, misses outside. It'll be a walk. The first of the day for Sanchez, leaves Cole Epley on first base with 2 away, excuse me. Luke Marlowe singled to start things off back in the first. Decent lead by Epley at first. Sanchez pitch misses outside, gets away from Flower. The runner will advance, no throw. That one bounced, kind of a bad bounce, bounced in front of the plate. Flower took a second to find it, then couldn't field it cleanly. So Marlowe now digs in with a runner in scoring position. Big lead at second. as that one rides high, 2-0. Feel like we've seen Sanchez pitch at home more than not. Seems like the way the schedule has fallen, Maddox Baker gets the pitch away, Sanchez at home. As that one driven sky high, left center field, Everett and Eldon converge. Eldon makes the grab to retire the side. So Sanchez able to strand the leadoff walk. Edgerton Bulldogs lead it 2-1. They're due up here. It'll be Bryce Schrader, Brady Everett, and Carter Gibson in the bottom of the second.
With an independent insurance agent, you can be sure that you will have the opportunity of getting the coverage that fits your needs. Working with Bruce Ivan from the Foltz Insurance Agency gives you the one-on-one opportunity to find the best policy for your individual needs. Individual appointments allow Bruce to listen and understand your needs and assess the type of policy that you are looking for. Bruce works with multiple companies with coverage options for auto, home, renters, farm, and business, but also allow for personal service that is close to home. You can contact independent agent Bruce Ivan with the Foltz Insurance Agency by phone at 419-581-1582 or 419-399-5292 or by email at bruce@foltzins.com. We look forward to earning your trust and working with you to cover all of your personal and business insurance needs.
The 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up for the Bulldogs in Bryce Schrader, Brady Everett, and Carter Gibson.
Number 34, Bryce Schrader.
Bryce, a 341 hitter on the year. He's come up big in several different moments, driving in quite a few runs. Has 7 RBIs on the year as he cuts at the first pitch inside. It'll be 0-1. He's hitting for the center fielder, Mason Eldon. As he hits that one on the ground softly to second. Good play by the second baseman, O'Shea, to field that one on the short hop. Good play. So Bryce Schrader retired on the ground out. Will bring up Brady Everett. Bases clear, 1 away. That a chopper to O'Shea, who did a beautiful job of fielding that one. Everett takes first pitch inside for ball 1. That one called strike 1. LaPointe doing a good job framing pitches behind the plate. He's got a couple calls today that he's brought back into the zone. That one upstairs, 2-1. That called strike 2-2 now the count. Lemon's working extremely fast. Soon as the batter's in the box and ready, he's off and winding up. That one off the glove. That's going to be a drop third strike. Brady Everett's safe by a mile. Not able to hang behind the plate was LaPointe.
Number 11, Carter Gibson.
So Everett's safe on the drop third. Bring up the 9-hitter, Carter Gibson. Seems like he's split about half and half, whether it's Gibson batting or Mason Eldon. As that one upstairs for ball 1. Gibson, a 222 hitter. Again, as the Edgerton coaching staff tries to find their lineup for the tournament, what do they want to go in As that breaking ball in called strike one. Seems like this is the lineup we've seen as of late, with Schrader hitting for Eldon and Gibson playing right field. Throw over to Brady Everett's not in time. He's safe. Lemons fires, swing and miss by Carter Gibson. So he'll have a 1-2 count. Swing and miss, strike three. 2 away now for the top of the lineup in Maddox Baker.
Number 4, Maddox Baker.
Baker singled to start things off, came around and scored a run. He'll have a chance with 2 away. Brady Everett's the runner at first. First pitch just outside. As Lemons looks toward the dugout, not sure what he's getting a sign from them. That one called strike one. 1-1 on Baker now. As Lemons will come set and step off. Felt the lead getting a little bigger over there by Brady Everett. One to Baker. Called strike right down the middle there. 1-2 now. He'll get the signal. Will they send Everett's in motion on the 1-2? As Lemons, I think, frustrated that Baker's just taking his time. As Everett's does go, they're not going to throw down. So it'll be a stolen base. As Swanton coach is going to come out and talk with Lemons. Not sure if he said something to Doug out there, but the coach does not look happy with him. Seemed like he was trying to work very quickly, and Baker had stepped out several times. As he still appears to be pretty frustrated. So it'll be a 2-2 for Maddox Baker. Brady Everett's the runner at second. 2 outs. 2-1 the score. That one downstairs. So it'll be a full count. Brady Everett's won't have the luxury of taking off early as nobody is behind him at first. But a payoff pitch. On the ground, second base, O'Shea fields it calmly, flips to first. Safe! Good hustle by Maddox Baker. O'Shea kind of just took his time, flipped it to first. And Maddox Baker, absolute hustle play to get down there. So that'll be recorded as an infield single. Bring up Parker Eldon, runners at the corners with 2 away. Thought no chance he had a shot at making it to first. But O'Shea really had to come in for that one, and Baker, great speed, got down there in time. As there goes the runner, no throw. So second and third. Everett's the runner at third. Maddox Baker, the runner at second. Parker Eldon at the plate as he takes a strike. 1-1 the count. He struck out his last time around. as he cuts and misses there. Good chance for the Bulldogs to add on to their lead, but Parker Eldon behind 1 and 2. That one rides high, evens things at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lemons from the wind. Breaking ball misses upstairs. So 3-2-2. Big pitch on its way. Swing and miss. Parker Eldon strikes out. Edgerton strands 2 runners. Your score still 2-1. We head to the 3rd inning.
Today's game is brought to you by Carpet Unlimited of Defiance and Blakesley. Carpet Unlimited is here to serve all of your flooring needs, whether that be carpet, vinyl, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl planking, or ceramic tile. They also install custom-built showers and sell furniture too. Stop by at 215 North Clinton Street in Defiance or 223 Washington Street in Blakesley, or give them a call at 419-782-5330. Again, that's 419-782-5330. Carpet Unlimited, family owned since 1977.
So close game here. Your score 2-0. Edgerton leads it. We're out for the 3rd inning.
Next at bat, number 2, Brady O'Shea.
So it'll be kind of the heart of the lineup for the Swanton Bulldogs. Brady O'Shea due up here. He laid down a sacrifice bunt that led to the 1 Swanton run of the game. So he'll get a chance to hit away here to lead things off in the 3rd. That one misses upstairs, 1-0. That a called strike. One from Sanchez to O'Shea. Swing and miss. 1-2. Sanchez would do good to finish this at bat here. Low throw popped up first base side. Noah Weaver collects it for the first out of the inning. Pretty much a golf swing there from O'Shea. Was able to get under it and pop it up, but Weaver able to collect it. Carson Lemons now. He doubled off the wall out in left field last time. Drove home the 1 run for Swanton. As he watches one a little high, maybe. Looked pretty good there. That one down in the dirt, 2-0 now. Sanchez now behind 3-0. Has walked just 1 so far today. Was able to strand that runner, but would not want to do that here with just 1 away. That one inside. So 4-pitch walk to Carson Lemons. Second of the day issued by Sanchez. So Flower will head out to talk to his pitcher. Bring up Carson Bond. He singled so far today. They'll have a short conversation, head back. So it'll be 1 on and 1 away. Carson Bond. So he'll get the signal from his third base coach. As the infield will make some adjustments, Miles Baker creeps in at third. That one, a breaking ball, missed low. As it sounds like somebody's taking batting practice behind the Swanton dugout. You don't see that too often. Brought a net with them. Has that one on the ground, foul. So 1-1 now on Bond. In the dirt. Sanchez struggling a little bit with his command. Bulldogs don't want to use too many pitchers today. They've got 2 coming up tomorrow with Evergreen. Parker Eldon pitched in the only other game this week, Monday at Eastside. As that one misses, it'll be 3-1. That was a 9-1 win over the Blazers. So, in theory, he's probably available even Saturday. As that one swung on a foul tip. So that will draw the count full. So Maddox Baker certainly available tomorrow. Miles Baker also available tomorrow if they're not used here today. Those are the 4 main pitchers so far this year for the Dogs. As that breaking ball misses high, ball 4. So back-to-back walks will bring the Edgerton head coach out to talk with Sanchez. Maybe the end of the day for him, not sure. And they get the nod. Yes, that will be the end of the day for Kellen Sanchez. We'll bring in Parker Eldon from second base. As he gets warm, we'll look back on Kellen Sanchez's day. He went 2 1/3, gave up 3 hits, 1 earned run, struck out 2, walked 3.
Correction, right-handed senior, number 5, Parker Eldon.
So Sanchez gave up 1 in 2 1/3, but he's on the hook for the runners at first and second. Parker Eldon, 18 1/3 innings so far this year, 6 appearances. He is 1-1 on the year. He's given up 12 hits, 9 runs, 6 of those earned in those 18 1/3 innings. Struck out 20, walked 14. His ERA, a 2.29. So he will get to work here. Inherits runners on first and second from the walks by Sanchez. Sanchez, you could tell he wasn't, too much into the zone today. Those back-to-back walks, pretty uncharacteristic of him. Head coach Mike Gillen says, all right, we'll give it up, turn it over to Parker Eldon. So it'll be Owen Hurst, the left fielder. As Eldon steadies and fires, misses outside, ball 1. Noah Weaver, the first baseman, in on the grass. Owen Hunt struck out last time at the plate. As that one misses upstairs, ball 2, excuse me. That one rides high, 3-0. Eldon trying to find it here as he comes on in relief. Got to think with the new pitcher entering the game, Owen Hurst will be taking all the way here at 3-0. That one called strike 1. So certainly a hitter's count here for Hurst. And the dirt ball 4. So 3 walks in a row have loaded the bases.
Next to bat, number 13, Brendan Upham.
So Brendan Upham flew out to right field back in the first. It was a good hard hit ball, good break, and a sliding catch by Carter Gibson to rob Upham of the hit. So with 1 away, he'll bat here with bases loaded. Eldon working from the windup now. Nobody held on. Called strike 1. Good location on the outside corner by Parker Eldon. Eldon and Sanchez just flip spots. Sanchez now playing second base. That breaking ball in the dirt gets behind Flower. That'll score a run. Tie things at 2 on the wild pitch. So it'll be a second and third now with 1 away. 1-1 to Upham. So that run, the responsibility of Kellen Sanchez, may get his second earned run of the day. That one driven right side, foul. As we had a fan break for that one, but he couldn't get there in time either. So Upham, the lefty, way out in front of that one as he was last time, 2-2 as he calls time, as Eldon had pretty much entered his windup there. But Upham granted time. 2-2 with 1 away. That one on the ground to Eldon. He'll freeze the runner at third and throw to first. Good play by Parker Eldon to get the second out of the inning.
Next to bat, number 5, Drew LaPointe.
So just a little chopper back to Parker Eldon. He did a good job of looking the runner down at third, throwing to first. So it'll be 2 away, runners at second and third. Drew LaPointe at the plate. He'll take high, ball 1. Just notice in this lineup, we've got back-to-back Carsons, and now we have back-to-back Drews. And that one on the ground to third. Miles Baker fields, fires, strong throw to first to record the third out of the inning. So Eldon does a good job to strand 2 there, but Swanton does gain 1 back. We're tied at 2, headed to the bottom of the third.
Looking to transform your home's interior? Call Ivan Contracting, your trusted team for quality interior construction work. From kitchen and bathroom remodels to flooring, drywall, painting, trim, and complete interior renovations, Ivan Contracting delivers craftsmanship you can see and results you can love. Whether you're updating one room or reimagining your entire space, We bring experience, reliability, and attention to every detail. Make your vision a reality with Ivan Contracting. 419-905-3777. Ivan Contracting, built right from the inside out.
It'll be 3, 4, 5 due up for the Bulldogs in Sanchez, Weaver, and Flower. Sanchez issued a walk his first time around, came around to score one of the 2 Bulldog runs. But he'll have a chance to lead it off here in the third. Breaking ball, good breaking ball by Carson Lemons in there, called strike 1. That one hammered, foul. So quickly 0-2 here on Sanchez. That one down and in for ball 1. Sanchez 347 this year at the plate. That one outside, tried to frame it, did LaPointe. Does not get the call. Sanchez, 4 RBIs, has scored 18 runs to lead the team. That one, swing and a miss. Struck him out. Good pitch there by Lemons.
Next at bat for the Bulldogs, number 25, Noah Weaver.
So they'll bring up Noah Weaver, who also walked his first time around. Weaver has walked more than he struck out this year and tied for first on the team with 14 RBIs as he takes a called strike 1. Good breaking ball there, late movement. Does not find the zone. That one hammered left field, going back at the wall, makes the catch. Does Owen Hurst.
Next at bat for the Bulldogs, number 10, Jackson.
So just a deep fly out for Noah Weaver is all quickly 2 away. So Jackson Flower now, he's got an RBI on a sac fly out to right field so far today. As Lemon's first pitch misses away for ball 1. That one in there called strike 1. Almost some late movement on that fastball by Lemons. Be tough to hit. As that breaking ball misses away, 2-0, 2-1 for Jackson Flower. Swing and miss there, 2-2. Swing and miss, struck him out. Quick inning. Edgerton Bulldogs go down in order to strikeouts for Carson Lemons. We head to the fourth, still tied.
Today's game is brought to you by Siebenthaler Construction Company of Eden, Ohio, your general contractor and authorized Nucor builder. Siebenthaler Construction offers pre-engineered metal buildings, commercial, residential, farm, custom designs, and pole buildings. Give Siebenthaler Construction a call today at 419-636-3173.
The Swanton half of the fourth inning on its way here. It'll be 8-9-1 in Coder, Epley, and Marlowe. Got a good game going on so far. Edgerton switched pitchers. It'll be the first time we see Parker Eldon with no runners on. So he inherited a few last inning, that is. As Coder squared a bunt there, but pulls back as that one is outside. It'll bring up Miles Baker in on the grass. Coder, a lefty, has that advantage if he's going to try to lay down a bunt here. As great bender there by Parker. Eldon lands for a strike. That's just what you want to throw. If you see that guy square, throw him a curveball and a good one like that. He's gonna have a hard time getting that down for a bunt if he wants to. As that rides high, 2-1 now. As we mentioned, Eldon notched a win on the mound Monday at Eastside. Edgerton defeated Eastside. That one on the ground towards Sanchez at second. Hill glove and throw. Had to hurry, but he gets there in time for out number 1.
Next to bat, number 11, Cole Epley.
So it was a good hustle there by Coder to make that one a close play. So bring up the designated hitter, Cole Epley, has a walk so far today. Hard to believe this is just the second time through the order for either team. Good bender there, just missed inside. Eldon has that pitch breaking, just not able to locate it there. Goes with fastball down in the dirt, 2-0 on Epley. That one right back at us. Foul ball. 2-1. So neither of these teams able to compete for a conference title this year. As that one called strike 2, 2-2 now on Epley. I think these probably are two schools that are kind of smaller for their conference. Certainly in Edgerton, definitely one of the smaller schools in the GMC. Swanton, probably the same thing, playing in the NWOAL. Breaking ball just missed inside. So that runs the count full on Cole Epley. One away, nobody on. Parker Eldon in his first full inning of work. His payoff pitch on its way. Called strike 3. Good pitch by Parker Eldon. His first strikeout of the day. So that'll flip it over to the top of the order with 2 outs in Luke Marlowe. He's 1 for 2 today. Led off the game with a single, flew out last time around. So this, the third time through the order for the Bulldogs, be the first time facing Parker Eldon as that bender misses upstairs for ball number 1. So yeah, Marlowe's first time facing Eldon. In the MLB, that's a big thing, having your starter face the order for the third time. It's when a lot of, you see a big spike in averages, in runs scored, is that third time around. Not dealing with that really here as a new pitcher has come on. And, of course, you know, it's high school baseball, not so much predictability when you're looking at the statistics, you know, as compared to the major leagues. Breaking ball just missed there. Eldon has that breaking ball working, just not able to locate it. So it'll be 2-1. That one hammered foul. So even at 2-2. Eldon able to get out of this one here. That's huge. Two on its way to Luke Marlowe. Long pause from Eldon and time taken by Marlowe. It's always good as a hitter if you've got your pitcher taking a long pause, taking a deep breath, throw him off. But Eldon, in that stance, he's ready to come to the plate. Keeps that glove way up over his face. Just low there. Big pitch on its way here at 3-2. Eldon holds that glove up over his face, just able to see his eyes peering out to get the call from Flower. 3-2, 2 away. Eldon winds up and fires. Blocked by Flower in the dirt, ball 4. So it'll be a 2-out walk. To keep things alive for Swanton, Brady O'Shea laid down a bunt and flew out 0 for 1 today. As he'll get the sign from his third base coach. As Eldon will now have to work with traffic and 2 away. As Baker way in, squares, and that one gets past Flower. He'll head to third. The throw going to be wide. A good job by Miles Baker to knock it down. Marlowe cornered to corner on the pass ball. As he was I guess O'Shea was squaring to bunt, and Marlowe already at second when that pass ball hit the screen. He took off. Flowers' throw just wide of the bag at third. Now a runner at third, 2 away. Chance to break the tie. Eldon will work from the line. The 1-0 pitch. Right at Weaver at first to record the out and end the inning. So Swanton strands another runner, still 2-2. Edgerton, bottom half of the order, due up in the bottom of the fourth.
CertaPro Painters is a proud supporter of Edgerton Athletics. From residential, commercial, or agricultural painting, CertaPro has you covered. From that tall ceiling to kitchen cabinets or steel buildings, CertaPro Painters know how to get the job done. They paint all types of siding from aluminum, wood, vinyl, hardy, and more. Call them at 260-494-1412 or go to CertaPro.com to schedule today. Calling CertaPro is never a swing and a miss. Good luck to all the athletes in today's game.
Miles Baker, the hitter up for the Bulldogs here in the fourth.
Miles Baker.
Carson Lemons, the Swanton pitcher, seemed to find his stride. We talked about his impressive numbers so far this season. Really started to show those last inning as he retired the heart of the Bulldog order in order, 3 up, 3 down. He'll look to build off that here, but it'll be Miles Baker, the best hitter as far as average goes on Edgerton's team, as he'll take a breaking ball for a ball. Perhaps just a bit inside. Baker flew out in just his one plate appearance today. That one on the ground towards third, gloved by Bond. The throw over retires Miles Baker.
Next at bat for the Bulldogs, number 34, Bryce.
So now it'll be the designated hitter, Bryce Schrader, from the 7 spot. It's hard to believe. Not what we're used to seeing here in Edgerton, just the second at bat of your 7 hitter in the 4th inning. As he cuts and misses there. Usually they're batting through the order at least 4 times a game. Might not be doing that today. As Schrader golfs that one on the ground. O'Shea not able to handle it, as Bryce Schrader will be on the error.
Next at bat for the Bulldogs, number 7, Brady Everett.
That's a tough play. We saw him do it once before, field that short hop and throw over to first, but O'Shea not able to handle that one. It'll bring Brady Everett to the plate with 1 away. So Everett's reached on a drop, 3rd strike. Curious to see if they'll have him bunt here, as he able to hold back on that breaking ball outside, 1-0. Schrader not a stolen base threat. Do not elect to bring in the pinch runner, as we see quite often. Second baseman pulled in. Everett cuts and misses, 1-1. Schrader not much of a lead out at first. That one misses. Throw behind. Schrader back in time. So the count 2-1 on Brady Everetts. He pops that one up in foul territory, out of play. So that one finds the parking lot. It'll be 2-2. Somebody going to have to break this tie. Lemon's 2-2 pitch on its way to Everetts. He swings hard, ball out left field, going back at the wall. That one off the wall. Tough play out there by Hurst. Brady Everetts just mere feet away from a home run.
Next at bat for the Bulldogs, number 11, Carter Gibson.
That one hung up in the air so long that Bryce Schrader only able to advance to second. And got to give it to Hurst for giving it his best effort out there in left. He was backed up against the wall, not able to come down with it. So it'll be probably the longest single you've ever seen here at Bob Peverly Field. But an important one nonetheless. Runners at first and second. Carter Gibson takes a breaking ball high for ball one. I mean, that one hung up there so long. If Everett's had free reign, he probably was at third. As a cut and miss there off the glove of LaPointe, 1-1. Gibson struck out last time at the plate. Love to see Edgerton get something going here, flip it back to the top of the order as Gibson fouls that one out of play. Missed out and away there, 2-2. Critical juncture of this game here as we're tied. If Edgerton able to scratch one across, you're feeling a lot better. As Gibson swings and misses, two-away. So now it'll be on the bat of Maddox Baker.
Number 4, Maddox Baker.
He has a hit and an infield single, 2 for 2. You got to have him here with 2 away. Schrader, not a lot of speed out there at second. Brady Everetts, no doubt, will be on his heels if Baker's able to put one in play as he takes upstairs for ball one. That one called strike one. Curious on the call not to use a pinch runner for Bryce Schrader. If Baker puts this one in the outfield, be curious if Schrader is drove home. As that one in the air, left field. That one's going to be tough to get to. It falls for a base hit. Bryce Schrader rounding third, headed for home. He'll score with no throw. RBI single for Maddox Baker.
Next at bat for the Bulldogs, number 5, Parker Eldon.
So Maddox Baker notches the RBI. He breaks the 2-2 tie. As now Parker Eldon with 2 outs, runners at first and second again. As looks like we're getting action down in that Swanton bullpen as Eldon fouls that one off. So Baker put that one in a perfect spot. It wasn't a hard hit ball, just kind of a bloop shot out to left, and nobody got there. As that breaking ball in there called strike 2. Eldon behind 0-2. Love to help himself out here on the mound if he's able to drive in another run. That one, good job to reach out and grab that one, foul it off. We'll go again at 0-2. Missed upstairs. Good location for that if you're Lemons. They're now 1-2. Edgerton trying to add on. That one right at the first baseman. Good play by Upham to grab that line drive. Bulldogs add 1. 4 innings are in the books. Edgerton leads 3-2.
Today's game is sponsored by Outlaw Armory and Ammo. Stop by Outlaw Armory and Ammo today, the area's only full-service gun store with guns, safes, silencers, ammo, and more. Give them a call at 567-808-5001 or stop by at 154 North Michigan Avenue in Edgerton, Ohio.
Thanks for joining us here today for this matchup between the Edgerton and Swanton Bulldogs. We'll be back in action for our last stream of the year Monday for senior night as the Wauseon Indians come to town. This, the most competitive game we've had in a while. Seems like at home recently Edgerton has run ruled, I think, 3 teams in a row. They're looking for their 5th win in a row. They lead at 3-2, but it'll be Carson Lemons to lead things off for Swanton. Good bender there by Parker Eldon to start on top. Lemons 1 for 1 with a walk. Had a deep, deep double out to left. As that one over the head of Weaver, Carter Gibson will collect it in right for a single for Carson Lemons to lead things off.
Next at bat, number 14, Carson Bond.
So that'll bring up Carson Bond, also 1 for 1 with a walk. As we still get in action, somebody warming up down there in the Swanton bullpen. Baker pulled away in at third. No sign of bunt there from Bond. That one missed upstairs, 1-0. And again, rides high, 1-0. Eldon came on in a bases loaded jam, only allowed 1 to score. Stranded a pair of runners last inning as well. As that one in there called strike 1. So he's worked around traffic. That was just the first hit that Eldon allowed when he came on in the top of the 3rd. As there goes the runner, the throw, Jackson Flower, a good one, not in time. As Carson Lemons steals a bag. So that one missed the zone. It'll be 3-1 on Bond. That one upstairs. So it'll be another walk. The third of the day issued by Parker Eldon.
Next to bat number 1, Owen Hurst.
So that kind of negates the steal there, as it will be runners at first and second anyway. Nobody out here in the fifth. It'll be Owen Hurst as he squares around. That one in the dirt. They got the runner hung up. They'll throw. Baker will collect his second, head to third in time to get the out. The throw to second, not in time. Good defense by the Bulldogs. Jackson Flower had Carson Lemons hung up. He threw it to Maddox Baker at short. He flipped over to Miles Baker at third, who applied the tag to get the first out. So it'll be one away as there's a runner on second. Hurst took a ball there, did not get the bunt down. As that one upstairs, no sign of bunt, 2-0. So we see whoever was warming in the bullpen for Swanton has now come back in the dugout. Curious to see if that'll be the end of the day for Carson Lemons. As quickly 3-0 here on Hurst. Has already walked once today. That has been the Achilles heel for these Bulldog pitchers. Several walks. 6 so far today. On the verge of 7. Eldon trying to crawl back as he pitches a strike there. 6 walks, 3 apiece from Eldon and Sanchez. That has led to a lot of the traffic, but they've done a good job to limit the damage. Only 2 runs allowed to score. As that one off the end of the bat foul. So Eldon, good job. He's worked back in this one with back-to-back strikes. 3-2, the count on Owen Hurst. Be huge if you can come back and get him here. Eldon's payoff. That one fouled back out of play. So we'll do it again at 3-2. Runner at second, 1 away in this close ball game. Last year decided by 2 runs in favor of Swanton. Edgerton trying to flip that here today. Looking for their 5th win in a row. Big pitch on its way. 3-2. That one drove over the head of Baker into the gap. Eldon will collect in center field. The throw coming home going to be wide. That will tie things at 3. RBI single for Owen Hurst.
Next to bat number 13, Brendan Upham.
So Eldon allows the run to score. The walk to Carson Bond comes around. We're tied at 3. This will be Brendan Upham digging in. Big lead over there by Hurst. Down in the dirt, ball 1. We've seen Upham drive the ball hard on the right side, but has ended up foul. Carter Gibson stole a hit from him back in the first, as that one called strike 1. As there goes the runner, Flower, throw down, a good one. Safe. Must have got around the tag of Maddox Baker. So stolen base by Owen Hurst means 1 away runner at second for Brendan Upham. He's got a 2-1 count. That one fouled away. Evens things at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball outside. It'll run it full again. Seen 3 walks so far by Eldon. Nothing going on in the Bulldog bullpen, either Bulldog bullpen. As that one rides high. Brendan Upham issued a walk.
Next to bat, number 5, Drew LaPointe.
That will send the Edgerton coaches out for a discussion. See if they elect to make the switch here, knowing you got 2 games tomorrow yet to get through. Doesn't appear that we'll be making a change. Just wanted to calm the guys down. Runners at first and second. 1 away. Defense has played good behind the Bulldog pitchers, the Edgerton Bulldog pitchers. Not an error so far. Like I said, it's been those walks, 7 so far between Sanchez and Parker Eldon. Those have really hurt. That's why we sit tied at 3. Neither team hit the ball extremely well, 4 hits apiece. I believe 3 of those came in the first inning for the Swanton. As that one inside does not get the call. Drew LaPointe 0 for 2 today. He's got a 1-0 count. Swing and miss there. 1-1. Already seen the speed of Hurst out there at second. As that one high, 2-1. Eldon struggling to find the zone. Hurst able to steal second base. So you know he's got speed. Something in the outfield probably means he scores. That one popped up. Sanchez under it at second will make the grab. 2 away. Big out there. Bring up Drew Coder.
Next to bat, number 6, Drew Coder.
So this will be a pinch hitter. Drew Coder will exit. Not sure who we got. Number 4.
Next to bat, number 4, Wyatt Griffin.
Wyatt Griffin, the pinch hitter here in a critical moment. 2 away, runners at first and second. Game tied at 3. The first time we see Griffin today. Coder was 0 for 2 with a strikeout. So Swanton elects to go to their bench here. That one popped up back out of play. Pinch hitting in critical moments like this, not something you see the Bulldogs do a whole lot. The Edgerton Bulldogs, that is. That one popped up in the air. Maddox Baker will collect it as Eldon strands 2 more. He's done a good job of getting around it, but Swanton able to tie things up. Edgerton, half of the 5th inning on its way. It'll be Sanchez, Weaver, Flower due up.
With an independent insurance agent, you can be sure that you will have the opportunity of getting the coverage that fits your needs. Working with Bruce Ivan from the Foltz Insurance Agency, gives you the one-on-one opportunity to find the best policy for your individual needs. Individual appointments allow Bruce to listen and understand your needs and assess the type of policy that you are looking for. Bruce works with multiple companies with coverage options for auto, home, renters, farm, and business, but also allow for personal service that is close to home. You can contact independent agent Bruce Ivan with the Full Insurance Agency by phone at 419-581-1582 or 419-399-5292 or by email at bruce@fultzins.com. We look forward to earning your trust and working with you to cover all of your personal and business insurance needs.
Kellen Sanchez, Noah Weaver, Jackson Flower. If you want to get back into this one, these are the three guys to do it. If you want to take back the lead, that is. Tied at 3. Carson Lemons out there despite action in the bullpen from Swanton. They don't make a change yet. He'll be out for his 5th inning of work. As that one up and in for ball 1. That called strike 1. I believe after the designated hitter in Griffith, Coder goes back out to right field. 2-1 now on Sanchez. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. That one sky high on the infield. Lemons calls everybody off and makes the grab. 1 away for Noah Weaver now.
Next at bat for the Bulldogs, number 25, Noah Weaver.
Sun starting to peek out a little bit here. Luckily, it seemed like we avoided the rain that was popping up on the radar earlier this afternoon. That one misses away. Lemons likes to work extremely fast, it would seem. As he now awaits Weaver stepping in. That one on the ground is short. Going to be a tough hop there. Gets past the glove of Marlowe. We've seen 3 hits today by the Bulldogs that have been just absolute monsters of hops. And, you know, Swanton, they fielded one of those. They're 1 for 3, but you can't blame them. So that probably goes as a hit for Noah Weaver. So 1 out, 1 on. Jackson Flower has drove in a run today via the sac fly. He'll have a chance here as that one down in the dirt, ball 1. There was 2 grounders out to O'Shea at second. It just ate him up. That one, Marlowe didn't really have a chance at that one. Miss outside 2-0. Flower fouls that one back out of play. He's batting .395 this year in this dangerous part of the lineup. Working it with 1 away. Weaver, big lead at first. Called strike 2. Caught the outside third there. 2-2. No stolen bases so far this year for Noah Weaver. Don't expect that to change here in this tight ball game. Flower, 2-2. Missed out and away. Lemons took a little off that one. So 3-2, just 1 out. Lemons steadies his payoff on its way. Down in the dirt, ball 4. Good chance for Miles Baker now. Just the third walk by Lemons. So Miles Baker 0 for 2. He's due for something here in this one. That one down in the dirt. Swanton plays the bunt. They've got Upham way in on the grass at first. That one a little outside, 2-0. Favorable count here. If you're Baker, you're swinging away. Get anything good here. As he does, and fouls it off. Noah Weaver, not the most speed out there at second. Jackson Flower, one of the quicker guys on the team at first. Way upstairs, ball 3. So still a favorable count. I'd love to see Baker swinging freely here on the 3-1. Doesn't get a chance. Ball 4, back-to-back walks. Is that enough to prompt a pitching change?
Number 34, Rice.
Looks like we're teetering on the edge. Yes, it does. Swanton trying to make up their mind. They'll go to the bullpen here in the 5th. Edgerton knocking on the door. Bases loaded. It's number 15. You have number 15. Dominic Cook on the mound here for the Swanton Bulldogs. He'll begin to warm. So that'll be the end of the day for Carson Lemons. If those stats we saw online were accurate, his worst day by far. Gave up 3 runs off of 4 hits. Four hits. 4 hits, 5 hits. We'll call it 5. 3 of those off the bat of Maddox Baker. As we'll get the scoreboard fixed here to show that. So it'd be Bryce Schrader, the 7-hitter. He's 0 for 2. Did reach on an error. Hit one of those ground balls that just ate up the second baseman, O'Shea. Is how he was able to reach his last time aboard. So Dominic Cook inherits a bases-loaded jam with 1 away. Bryce Schrader trying to break a tie here. No Weaver at third. Jackson Flower at second. Miles Baker, the runners at first. As that knuckleball appeared to be from Cook, misses away for ball 1. That one, sky high, left center field, should be deep enough to score. Hurst under it, collects it, the throw home. It's going to be close. No, they threw the brakes on. Weaver will scramble back in time. Good throw by Hurst. Weaver got the windmill and then got the brakes. So 2 outs. Brady Everett's in a huge spot here. Bases loaded. Had Schrader hit that one just a little deeper, I think Weaver would have got the green light from third. Is that one up and in, ball 1. You know, maybe a guy with a little more speed, but I don't know. It would have been close. It was an excellent throw by Owen Hurst from left field. That misses away, 2-0. Everett's has driven the ball hard, left side most times this year. As he watches a strike there, 2-1, so still a good count. Love to see him get on one here. No doubt a run, probably two. Jackson Flower, great speed out there at second. Breaking ball, cut on and missed. Good bender there by Cook. So now we find ourselves twos running wild. 2-2 count, 2 away. Tied at 3. Bases loaded. Brady Everett's big moment in this one. Pitch on its way. Inside. Ball 3. Everybody will have a head start here. This might be a pivotal moment in the game. 3-2-2. Tie game. Pitch on its way. Foul ball. The only unexciting outcome was the foul ball. So we'll do it again. Runners will go on Cook's delivery to the plate. Huge spot. Payoff pitch on its way. Ball 4. Ran a little high. Brady Everett's good at bat. That will break things apart. 4-3 now.
Number 11, Carter Gibson.
So Cook not able to finish it off. Bring up Carter Gibson. You got to get a couple more runs. If you could scratch a couple across here, that is huge going in to the last couple innings. If you're Edgerton, you're 6 outs away. You want to cushion your 1-run lead. So Carter Gibson, a pair of strikeouts today, will be on to face Cook. As he takes the ball high. He's a bat you like to see get going as we get to the end of the year, a .222 hitter. Bender cut in for a strike, evens things at 1-1. Got to get Gibson in a favorable count here. Got to get him swinging away before he gets to 2 strikes. That one rides high, 2-1. So he's got a favorable count here. You got to think Cook's going to bring him something to hit. Hopefully he can square one up, drive in a pair of runs. Miles Baker, the runner at second, good speed. Takes strike 2. 2-2. Need to add on some runs. Cook's 2-2 on its way. Breaking ball just able to hold up is Carter Gibson. So we are at 3-2-2. Again, bases loaded. Runner's going to have a head start. Could it be pivotal add-on runs here? Payoff on its way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Edgerton leaves the bases loaded, but they've reclaimed the lead. They're 6 outs away. We head to the top of the 6th inning.
Today's game is brought to you by Carpet Unlimited of Defiance and Blakesley. Carpet Unlimited is here to serve all of your flooring needs, whether that be carpet, vinyl, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl planking, or ceramic tile. They also install custom-built showers and sell furniture too. Stop by at 215 North Clinton Street in Defiance or 223 Washington Street in Blakesley. Or give them a call at 419-782-5330. Again, that's 419-782-5330. Carpet Unlimited, family owned since 1977.
bat number 15, Dominic Cook.
So Parker Eldon out for his, I don't know, what would that make it, fourth inning of work? He came on, no, third inning of work. He came on in the top of the third. He will face the new pitcher for the Swanton Bulldogs, Dominic Cook, to lead things off here in the sixth. Got to get 6 more outs to put this one away. Looks like we got some more action down in the Swanton bullpen as Cook came on, allowed a run on the bases loaded walk. So he might be done after just one. So Eldon now digging in here in top of 6. That one misses upstairs. Cook batting in place of Drew Coder in the 8 spot. If you're Eldon, you got to get some outs here quick. Don't want to allow all that traffic. That a called strike, evens at 1-1. As we had mentioned, 7 combined walks today from Edgerton pitchers. That a called strike, 1-2. Get this leadoff man would be huge for Eldon. Swing and miss, he struck him out. I was mistaken. Dom Cook was batting in the 9 spot for Cole Epley, the DH.
Next at bat number 10, Luke Marlowe.
So now we flip to the top of the order. It'll be 9 and then top. Luke Marlowe, the leadoff man, to face Eldon. 1 for 2 with a walk is Marlowe. Good bender there. Wow. Started him off with a great curveball. Marlowe issued a walk when he faced Eldon for the first time. That one missed out and away. If I noticed it for the first time or if that one, Eldon was a little more sidearmed than normal. Called strike. 1-2 on Marlowe. Eldon finding it here. It's just funny observation. Very different body language by the Bulldog outfielders. Brady Everett's very serious, always in a down and ready stance. Mason Eldon, not so much. Swing and miss. He struck him out on another great bender. That's 2 in a row for Parker Eldon. So it'll be Brady O'Shea with 2 outs. As I was saying, Mason Eldon, you know, he's dancing around. Even now, he's goofing around. Before the pitch, he's kind of staring off into space. And then, you know, pitch starts to, his brother starts to wind up, and there's a swing and a miss. He'll get serious before the play happens, but before that, he's all over the place. But Brady, just a statue out there and left. Breaking ball. Eldon is firing on all cylinders here. He's ahead 0-2. You'd love to see him slam the door here, notch a 3rd strikeout. See where he chooses to place this one. Another breaking ball missed inside. 1-2. Interesting call there, 0-2. Thought you might get a fastball up somewhere. But Eldon goes to the breaking ball. See if he goes back to it here. Still ahead 1-2. 2 away. There it is, the kind of sidearm again. I don't know if that's a different pitch he's throwing from that arm slot or what's going on. You don't notice it on every pitch. But 2-2 now on Brady O'Shea. Called strike three. Three strikeouts. Swanton Bulldogs go down in order. Parker Eldon feeling it. Bulldogs back up to the plate. They're hanging on to that one-run lead. 6 innings. Bottom of the 6th on its way.
Looking to transform your home's interior? Call Ivan Contracting, your trusted team for quality interior construction work. From kitchen and bathroom remodels to flooring, drywall, painting, trim, and complete interior renovations, Ivan Contracting delivers craftsmanship you can see and results you can love. Whether you're updating one room or reimagining your entire space, we bring experience, reliability, and attention to every detail. Make your vision a reality with Ivan Contracting. 419-905-3777. Ivan Contracting, built right from the inside out.
Refreshing to see a competitive game here at home. The last couple have been blowouts in the Edgerton Bulldogs' favor, but we've got a good one here on a Friday night. Great weather for it. Edgerton Bulldogs lead by 1. A chance to add some insurance here before they try to go out and get the last 3 outs in the top of the 7th. 1 run is huge, 2 even more. They are primed in the great position here as they have the top of their order. Maddox Baker, 3 for 3, 3 singles today. See if he can do it here, get things started. As I was saying, 1 run, absolutely massive. If they can add it on here, 2 even better. As that first pitch rides outside to Maddox Baker. You got to think we're going to see Parker Eldon back out on the mound in the 7th after 3 straight strikeouts in the 6th. As that one misses out and away, 2-0 on Maddox. We'd seen Miles come in as somewhat of a closer role so far this year, but the way Eldon looked that last inning, hard to take him out. As Maddox Baker takes a strike, 2-1, favorable count. He'll be looking to swing away here, looking for something to drive. Dominic Cook is back out on the mound for Swanton. That one outside. We did see some action in the bullpen, but they're going to let it ride with Cook. 3-1 on its way to Baker. Ball 4. Leadoff walk. Bulldogs have a chance here. Interesting choice if you're Mike Gillen here. Do you play for the 1 add-on run? Parker Eldon 0 for 3 today, but he does know how to bunt. We've seen him do it multiple times this year. He's probably the best at it in the Bulldog lineup. At least we've seen him with the most opportunities. Do you play for 1? Yes, you do. Bunt is laid down toward third, foul. As Lemons now is the third baseman. Not sure what the other defensive switches were for Swanton, but that one, a good bunt, just did not get an Edgerton roll. It does appear Mike Gillen is playing for 1. He'll get the sign, does Parker Eldon. He's behind 0-1. We'll see if he tries the bunt again. If Cook is wise here, he'll throw some kind of breaking ball. That was a curveball, but Eldon still did a good job to get it down as the throw over sends Baker diving back safely. Baker's got good speed, too. They have not tested the arm of LaPointe behind the dish for Swanton. Not something Edgerton does a lot, but that is a massive lead at first. He is way off the bag. And might have heard me say something about it because he throws over again. I mean, Maddox Baker, that's as healthy of a lead as we've seen today. He's a good step beyond what we would normally see from a guy like him. As he takes off, the throw gets past him into center field. Good job by Robinson to back that one up. So no doubt or steal there. So now what do? It is 0-2, so you're not going to bunt Eldon here. So that, unfortunately, was a strike. Eldon had to take to allow Baker to steal. So he'll be swinging away. 0-2, Parker Eldon. Maddox Baker, the runner, at second. Nobody out here in the sixth. Missed outside. Tried to get him to chase. Good discipline by Eldon to hold off. Maddox Baker, a huge insurance run. You're right in the part of the order that you want to be in, too. This one, it may be coming high. Good job by Eldon to foul that off. Will it get out of play? Yes, it will. Good hustle by Upham over there at first, but that one finds the seats. So 1-2 on Parker Eldon. What an exciting game we have going on here. Thankful if you're watching from home. Thanks for tuning in. 1-2. In the dirt, ball 2. Nothing better on a Friday night than a close game. Good weather, too. Rain held off. It'll be 2-2. Parker Eldon, the throw back to second. I think even if Maddox Baker would have got thrown out there, it would have been obstruction, as the shortstop Marlowe pretty much sat in front of the base. But he was safe, so it doesn't matter. Parker Eldon looking for his first hit of the day. Breaking ball on the ground to third. Lemons Fields, long throw over, retires Parker Eldon. So pretty much as good as a bunt will advance Maddox Baker to third.
Number 8, Kellen Sanchez.
So with no outs, you're happy with Parker Eldon there. Grounded out to third, but advanced the runner. Maddox Baker, a huge run it would be if he's able to reach here. He stands 90 feet away. Swanton infield pulled everybody in. Kellen Sanchez looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 2 with a walk today. Cook steadies and fires. Breaking ball down in the dirt. Good job by LaPointe to knock that one down. Cannot overstate how big this run would be for Edgerton. It is a sac fly or a ground ball out of the infield away from scoring. That one upstairs. Frustration from Swanton there as they thought that one, as they'll chirp the umpire a little bit. 2-0. Favorable count for Sanchez. We've seen him swing away here in situations like this. That one upstairs, 3-0. You got to think Kellen Sanchez is looking to hit here. If I'm Mike Gillen, I'm saying green light all the way. If it's there, you trust Kellen Sanchez to drive it. 3-0. Called strike. Appeared he was taking. So we'll go again at 3-1. Sky high left field. We've already seen a good throw by Hurst. Center fielder gathers it. Maddox Baker on his way home. The no throw. Deep enough. Kellen Sanchez does a good job of a sacrifice fly. So that run absolutely huge for Edgerton. Kellen Sanchez notches the very important sac fly. I don't know. Hurst caught one before right at that same spot and made an absolute missile of a throw home that stopped Noah Weaver from heading home last inning. But it was just interesting that Robinson came all the way from center and couldn't really get behind the ball. He kind of caught it off to the side. His momentum was not headed toward the plate, so absolutely no chance of throwing Baker out at the plate. As Weaver takes that one 2-0 now. You got to think if Hurst was able to field that one straight up, it seemed like he would have the arm to challenge Baker. I mean, obviously Maddox Baker very fast, but would have given him a chance anyway. As Weaver takes a breaking ball for strike one. So 2 outs, Bulldogs trying to get a little offense going. Happy with 1 run, but they'd love 1 more. Called strike there. So 2-2. Weaver awaits the 2-2. Another breaking ball, golfed in the air, center field. Going to be a long run. Not going to get there is Robinson. So it'll be a 2-out single for Noah Weaver.
Next at bat for the Bulldogs.
It'll be his second hit of the day.
Jackson Flower.
So Jackson Flower now 0 for 2. He did drive in a run. So we'll get a pinch runner for Noah Weaver, it looks like. It's going to be Tucker Curl on to run. So Tucker Curl, the pinch runner for Noah Weaver. Might as well use it. You know, you're headed to the 7th here shortly. Don't take that courtesy runner with you. Curl obviously a lot faster than Weaver. It'll be Jackson Flower, the man at the plate. That one called strike one. It's one of the longer games we've done so far this year. Cooks sky high right field. Coder going back. He'll camp under it and record the out. So Edgerton adds on a huge run. They lead at 5-3. 3 outs away from putting this one to bed. We did have action down in the bullpen. Appears it might be Maddox Baker. Will be back in 60 seconds for the top of the 7th.
Today's game is brought to you by Siebenthaler Construction Company of Eden, Ohio, your general contractor and authorized Nucor builder. Siebenthaler Construction offers pre-engineered metal buildings, commercial, residential, farm, custom designs, and pole buildings. Give Siebenthaler Construction a call today at 419-636-3173.
So we'll come back here a little early to set the stage for the ending of this one. A excellent game so far here tonight between these two squads. Edgerton looking to add on to that 4-in-a-row win streak they've been on, trying to improve to 11-6. Swanton trying to move to 13-7. So 2 runs to work with. Parker Eldon came on back in the top of the 3rd inning with 1 away. He's worked through the rest of the game. We saw Maddox Baker warming down in the pen for the Bulldogs, but does not come on. 2 games tomorrow with Evergreen. You'd love to save Maddox Baker for tomorrow, but maybe if Eldon shows signs of trouble, they'll make the switch. Not a lot of hits in this game. 5 for Edgerton, 4 for Swanton. Walks the story of the day. 4 walks issued by Swanton, 7 by Edgerton. Absolute filth from Parker Eldon to start this at bat to Carson Lemons. He's been the best hitter so far today for Swanton. 2 for 2 with a walk. Also stole a base. That one driven left side down for a base hit. So a 3 for 3 day for Carson Lemons. So that'll be it. Mike Gillen says, not playing around. We're bringing on Maddox Baker. Noah Weaver does come back on to play first base. So it will be Maddox Baker to try to close things out. He's got 3 outs to get. He's got a run to work with. Very important. He scored a run in the bottom of the 6th to allow a little breathing room. Best case scenario, Maddox closes this one out in less than 25 pitches. He will still be available tomorrow. Hoping to close it out. You would have loved to see Parker Eldon close that out, notch his 2nd win on the week. And he likely will if the Edgerton Bulldogs hold on. Maddox on for the save opportunity. Parker Eldon was the winning pitcher on Monday when Edgerton defeated Eastside. So interesting dynamic here. Carson Lemons stole a base last time he was on. Do you risk it here? Leadoff man on, nobody out. If I remember, it was a close play down at second base. The stolen base by Lemons. You've got a little more velocity in Maddox Baker, so maybe that'll keep the runner put. Bulldogs trying to hang on. 3 outs to get. The hitter will be Carson Bond. He's 1 for 1, 2 walks today. Maddox Baker, first pitch, rocks and fires, popped in the air, foul. How big would that be? A pop-out foul just to get an out here would be priceless. Any out here is priceless. 0-1 to Bond. In there, called strike 1. 0-2 now. A quick strikeout, absolutely huge. Baker rocks and fires. That one right back at us. Holy cow. I think we've got a new record for closest foul ball to the camera this year. So we'll do it again at 0-2. Just a nail biter here to the end tonight. Not a bad pitch there. Tried to get the chase. 1-2. Lemons not a huge lead at first. That one misses out and away. What you cannot do is issue a walk. We've seen 7 free passes from the Bulldog pitchers today. Cannot spare another here. That one sky high left field. Brady Everett's coming on. Makes the grab. Just what you need. Just what the doctor ordered there. 1 away. Does not allow Lemons to advance. That's the more important thing. As it'll now be Owen Hurst. 1 for 2 with a walk. Lemons, not a huge lead still at first. He can ill afford to be picked off. That one broke toward the zone there at the end. Flower just went out to get it. I think if he stayed home and had a good frame job, he might have got the call there. But 1-0. Called strike one. Pins and needles. Everybody on the edge of their seat here. Big crowd, even from Swanton. A lot of people traveled. 1-1 on Owen Hurst. Just a bit high there. That is not a call. That's been called either way tonight. Just a little high has been called a ball consistently. 2-1. That's a called strike there. 2-2. Hurst, no doubt, swinging away now. Baker steadies. Comes set at the belt. Lifts his leg and fires. That one fouled down the right side line. We'll do it again at 2-2. 2 outs to get here. Throw over, as that was not a live ball. Wouldn't have mattered if he got him anyway. So 2-2. Maddox Baker looks in for the sign. On the ground to short. Sanchez will throw to first. Not going to be in time. Sat back a little too long on that one and can't make the long throw. Out of the box, everybody was thinking, oh, double play to end it. But Sanchez was just a little too deep. Lemons had a great jump from first. So it'll go as an infield single for Owen Hurst. Not what you want if you're Edgerton there. They do have a run to give. Brandon Upham 0 for 2 with a walk. He'll face Baker here. Called strike. Baker been filling the zone. I don't know. Do you trade having Baker available tomorrow for a win here? I believe it's 25 pitches before you got to sit out a day. Just a little low. 2 outs away. As Upham steps out, they'll get the signs from the third base coach. Pop fly here would be great. As that one popped up, but out of play. They'll take an out any way they can get it. The third batter Maddox Baker has faced. Retired 1, gave up the infield hit. Runs upstairs. That'll make it 3-1, I believe. 2-2. Gosh, how much would you love a punch out here? Got to think Upham swinging at anything close. Blow it by him, Maddox Baker. Here it comes. In the air, left side. Miles Baker ranging back. Off the fence. So they're just eating into Baker's pitch count. I think if you're Mike Gillen, you just go for the win tonight. You'll figure out tomorrow when you get there. Got a pair with Evergreen. Take this chance to say our last broadcast for the year will be Monday for senior night. Please join us at 5 o'clock or a little before. 2-2 from Baker. Runners at first and second. 1 away. Up the middle. Mason Eldon raging over. Can't get there. That one going to fall into center field. We'll score 1 for sure. Sanchez collects it, and it's a 4-5 ball game. Eldon, I don't know if he didn't get a good jump at that one or if it was just going to be out of reach. But that a hit and an RBI cuts into that lead. They had the insurance run last inning. But a good piece of hitting there by Upham. RBI double. So still within reach here for Edgerton. They just need 2 more outs. But they've got runners knocking. That one, pass ball, going to get away from him and tie the game. I don't know. He should have tagged him. He went. I don't know. Did he miss the plate twice? I almost think he missed it twice. I guess not. I think he definitely missed the plate the first time. I think Baker could have came and tagged him, but nonetheless, a tie ball game. That one misses a little high. 2-0 on LaPointe. As that one skied foul. So 2-1. Infield's pulled in to try to save what would be the winning run. As action down in the Swanton bullpen. As they all of a sudden back in this one. There's a called strike. We'll bring the count to full. Oh, how things can change in a hurry. LaPointe, the 3-2 payoff on its way from Baker. Downstairs, ball 4. So a late rally here by Swanton. It keeps going.
Next at bat, number 6, Drew Coder.
So it'll be Drew Coder batting from the left side. Not sure what the pitch count is, but I think we're nearing the territory where Baker's not going to be available tomorrow. So Coder 0 for 2. Was pinch hit for. There goes the runner. The throw back to Baker. Doesn't get Upham to bite at third. So 0-1. As he squares the bunt, safety squeezes on. The run comes home. Nobody's at first. Everybody's safe. Lapse in defense by Edgerton has given the lead over to Swanton. That was an excellently placed bunt by Drew Coder. And then nobody played first base. So that means everybody is safe. Still 1 out here. So now Swanton leads it 6-5. They are all but in the driver's seat now. Runners at the corners, just 1 away. So now Cole Epley back in to hit. Edgerton has fallen apart here in the 7th. Led by 2, now trail by 1. They will come around to bat. But not before having to get 2 more outs. Runner goes. Throw back to Baker. No play. So Cole Epley walk and struck out in his 2 plate appearances. So a lot of energy now from the Swanton dugout, not so much from Edgerton. Is this one changed in a hurry? Swing and miss. 1-2. Swanton trying to play add-on now. Breaking ball, missed outside, 2-2. Swing and miss, he struck him out. So now 2 away. Bring the top of the order in Luke Marlowe. As they are going to... It'll be an intentional walk for Luke Marlowe to load the bases. Marlowe was 1 for 3. But now you can play the force anywhere. Probably the more important part. You had first base open. Now anywhere on the infield is fair game. So now it'll be O'Shea. Called strike. Swanton with 2 outs here, bases loaded. They've already scored 3. A base hit would surely score at least 1, probably 2 more, as that one's back up and foul. Edgerton trying to limit the damage, give themselves a chance in the 7th. Swing and miss. So he struck him out, but Swanton regains the lead. They're up by 1. Looks like it'll be Miles Baker, Bryce Schrader, Brady Everetts representing the 3 guaranteed to come to the plate for the Bulldogs. They'll try to walk it off when we come back.
Today's game is brought to you by Siebenthaler Construction Company of Eden, Ohio, your general contractor and authorized Nucor builder. Siebenthaler Construction offers pre-engineered metal buildings, commercial, residential, farm, custom designs, and pole buildings. Give Siebenthaler Construction a call today at 419-636-3173.
So we're back here in the top of the 7th. Bulldogs 3 outs to work with. They trail by 1. It'll be a new pitcher, Dennis Robinson, for Swanton. It'll be Miles Baker, Bryce Schrader, and Brady Everetts.
Number 21, Miles Baker.
So it'll be a comeback for Swanton if they're able to put Edgerton away, or a walk-off win for the home Bulldogs if they're able to pull this one off. Again, Dennis Robinson now on a pitch for Swanton. Miles Baker 0 for 2 with a walk. He'll be the leadoff man here. Swanton down by 2, headed into the top of the 7th. They scored 3. They lead it. Before that was back and forth. Getting our money's worth here today. Love to see a win in walk-off fashion. Edgerton has won 4 in a row, trying to make it 5. That one rides inside, 2-0 on Baker. He would represent the tying run. Swing and miss there. Again, refreshing to see a competitive game. I think we've seen 3 run rules at home previous to this. That one misses away, so good chance here. 3-1 count if Baker can get a hold of one here or a leadoff walk, either one. Big spot for him. Bulldogs will take a runners any way they can get them. Inside, didn't want to do it like that. But that one drilled Baker right in the back.
Next at bat for the Bulldogs. Number 34, Bryce Raider.
As looks like Miles is going to be all right. So he's got decent speed, but you can't risk a steal. Bryce Schrader, 0 for 2, 0 for 3 today. Did reach on an error. So it'll be on his bat. He represents the winning run now. Tying run is Miles Baker at first. Nobody away, 6-5. Swanton on top. Called strike. Good frame there by LaPointe. Brought that one back in and got the call. As that's going to be a balk. He dropped the ball. That is huge. Robinson just lost control of it and dropped it. So that'll be Miles Baker headed to second. Not a huge deal. I mean, you still got to get Bryce Schrader to score. Is that one up and in, ball 1. 1-1. Be interesting. I'm not sure if they'd get another runner without subbing out Schrader, but I would think with him being the winning run, they're going to run for him if he gets on. He golfs that one foul, 1 and 2. So far, everything going according to plan. Your leadoff man's at second base. You got nobody out. You're down by 1 here in the bottom of the 7th. Schrader able to hold off. Good discipline there. 2 and 2. Big pressure moment for the senior. Brady Everett looms on deck. Schrader in the air, left field. Under it is Hurst. He'll make the catch to record out number 1.
Next at bat for the Bulldogs. Number 7, Brady Everett.
So Brady Everett is 1 for 2. He reached on a drop third and hit the longest single you'll see, a foot away from leaving the park. Last time he was up, he walked as well. He's got the power as he fouls that one back. Good to see him being aggressive. Usually he waits a little bit to get the bat going. He takes a couple pitches normally, but swinging on the first pitch there, he's behind 0-1. What a sight it would be to see him drive one into left field here. Robinson comes set and steps off. Miles Baker got to be careful to not get picked off, as Swanton maybe trying to draw something up here. As far as a pickoff move, I'm not sure. But you got to think Miles Baker definitely going to be wary out there. His run's important, but it won't win the game. 1 away, down by 1. Everett takes strike 2. So quickly 0-2. Take just one swing. power we've seen from Brady Everett's. That one, good job to spoil that one, put it out of play. He'll look down for some words of encouragement from the third base coach before climbing back in. He's behind 0-2. Got to think he's going to put the bat to anything close here. In the air, not deep enough. Hurst camped out under it, will make the grab for the second out of the inning. So Bulldogs now down to their last out.
Next at bat for the Bulldogs, number 11, Carter Gibson.
So it'll be Carter Gibson, 3 strikeouts today. He represents the last out, last opportunity for Edgerton if they want a chance back in this game. The leadoff man, Miles Baker, reached via hit by pitch, advanced to second on a balk. 0-0 to Gibson. He fouls that one back. If you're just joining us, it was a back and forth game. It was 1-1, then Edgerton jumped out 2-1, and then it was tied at 2-2, and then we got to 3-2. And coming in to the top of the 7th was 5-3 Edgerton lead. Swanton puts up 3 runs. So a little confusion there. They are not allowed to go out and talk to the pitcher again. They used that player-to-player time already. So almost got a balk there. I would imagine that's what would have happened. So the 0-1, Carter Gibson, Edgerton down to the last out. He fouls that one back. He has been on it these last 2. It'd be Maddox Baker to come up if Gibson is able to reach. He behind 0-2. Edgerton down to their last strike. Robinson comes set and fires. Poked in the air, right field. Going to be foul, but going to get down. That one falls to the grass. Gibson did a good job to foul that one away. We'll do it again at 0-2. A long, long game here tonight as we near 8 o'clock. Worth every penny, worth your price of admission. So we've had a good game so far. 0-2 to Gibson. Inside, got out of the way of that one. 1-2 now, excuse me. So still down to 1 strike. He'd love to bring up Maddox Baker. 1-2 on its way. Called strike 3. Gibson goes down. And that is the end of the game. Swanton completes the comeback. They move to 13-7 on the year. Edgerton falls to 10-7. The win streak ends at 4. A great game. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. Our last broadcast of the year will be Monday at 5 o'clock first pitch. Before that will be senior night festivities. Please join us on Monday. Thanks so much for joining us tonight, and have a good evening.